Currently, there are too many unhealthy persons. Nazis cover up majority of these reasons, constantly quiz against us. What a bunch of freaks, right? They are utterly brutal. Recent of they are also brutal looks. Our mentions usually are constantly subject by them. What a hideous mental disease. Are they not aware? How is it they don't have the principle? They simply don't have principle. It's utterly toy against us. There are some exceptions to this. Also, with a bubble for reasonable also. Also. There's so many Nazis out there also. Then all of a sudden it becomes therefore as if it's counter-proven. Therefore our guys then become subjugated to their ridicule. Then it's further inflictions. Yet they rather are peaceful, sort of calm, not frantic. During the other ones, what is that? The level of metaphors these put to sort of Nazi puts to their Nazis are utterly that they're shredders, they're also ravagers. What is one supposed to additional comment that rather right off? They also sort of tap into the language statue, proper languages. So of the cases of the horses, they don't have some program that speaks towards it. And also the horses are uneducated as our guys. Our guys being absolutely targeted of majority of. Instead of having a collar, so sort of a different, so it's just like utterly toy around others. Our guys go through utter amount of infliction from mass amount of these non-humans. Their vascular dysfunctions is literally, and also Rohan isn't even here. How come then, as if there's this scenario, there's orcs coming to attack? There isn't even a single Rohan country left to name a single one where there's not liberalism, where there's not education. Education itself, notice no trend there. American. Good luck. Las Vegas. Reasonable for commercialism. Reasonable for shopping. Also, education. It belongs to the same sort of niche, if not to province to those of. Our mentions are usually right. It's just that there's too many. Those are utter destroyers. There needs to be more militaries to get rid of them. Notice what is that mockery? What is that jeer? They're fucking haters. They hate more than motherfucking anyone. They hate more than anyone, ain't it? Notice when we speak certain stuff to young children, they all readily accept. Once it's to adults and speak because a lot are Nazis, a lot has been radicalized. Reasonable people computer mainly of reasonable people also. Not for reasonable people also not considerable for reasonable people also. Comparative mainly extremists, also radicalized persons. They're in sort of both categories sort of for people also reasonable for people. Reasonable people at first for reasonable people also reasonable people category sort of over splash thereof. We're constantly getting quizzed about there can be arbitrary accusation. Notice the F word along how the lines, it's accusation. These are monstrous anti-Nazis. There needs to be gun shot at them directly. If you should have on to CNN, we has done today's work sort of, or we had done tremendous work consider of past regional people hearing today. Still, it's not out of the amount of distortions, probably also their inflictions. Distortions sort of also countered by inflictions of. Suppose for such a nonsense, then one could start making stuff up. Contradictory, do they even work? Can a lot of the Nazis do sport? They can't. We literally have persons that have stuff growing inside of them. They're not even themselves. They're preaching others, yet there's so many of them. Stuff really got hit a rotten end. The Savior saves the place via telling others there's no Savior. Get the stuff ready. We have to hit them right at where the Nazi bases are, if not recent of true province of. Usually our mentions say absolute superb. How come they have this cultural contamination while they wait? Do they give our against chances? They don't. Maximum infliction, what all this stuff, mental disease. like just quit it, right? Person wanna say to them, but firstly, besides their probable, they're not gonna really work. Also, they seem to have more of a will and confidence in their stuff. Where does that will even come from? What a sick amount of freaks is going to ever toy around quiz about although we perform pretty splendid. Also, they're going to be erased, guaranteed. Reason the probable also guaranteed reason, such as this one. Me doesn't even have a legal right to tackle them, and while these toy with such a persistent real probable, such a force, not too problems of, namely of a probable or considerable for minor literalization or probable also literalization, reasonable probable literalization. We're going to go more information to our business and less to Nazis. So sort of probable also comparative less to Nazis. Isn't there first of all probable more to our business? This goes as far as, does it give any chances? And according to Nazi, oh yeah, they give chances. They are angels. They're utterly idiotic. They're also stupendous. Wrecks the place, doing the best so to stop it. They rather are doing maximum stoppage. Suppose there was slime, they will be slime. Suppose there were ants, it will be ants. And then we have to adapt, comes result, because we need that. You wouldn't. No, they're just disturbers. Ain't that sort of the case? Maybe it's a multiplayer. It's probably also suitable to be this way, especially probably compared to more to public, not so much of the Nazism involved the public. Persons not helping each other. What is that? Because they're Nazis. Noticing the stuff rather is almost me does all the labor, right? There always the respect. Also, where's the support reasonable proposal? The support to the reasonable proposal, reasonable proposal, or the support reasonable proposal, reasonable proposal, or probable order. When the support reasonable proposal, also when the support to persons that represent the country aren't there, then what else could it? Reasonable proposal then probably indicates the amount of Nazis there, or at least probably provide evidence or probable verified reinvestigation of. Suppose someone cannot think. Rather, a lot of persons, they can't even think. They're zombies. They're dead. Shoot them. Are there any signs of their life that are utterly hostile against us? Ever, while it retains sort of the formal persons, also recent of proper countavle as applied to a, or also rather will be done on that, or will be done on that medium also. Those are savages. Reasonable probable also recent for probable reason therefore before reasonable probable, not reasonable probable also. For reasonable probable, those are ravages. Sort of didn't came as ravagers, but always has been a ravager. Since sort of the abomination, especially their electedness. It's not the cases of reasonable probable. Suppose human traitor, it will be sort of like a Batman Joker sort of. Reasonable probable is sort of there will be villains. Villains are rather sane. The Nazis are completely insane. There's considerable of additional condemns a proper additional hideous proper description of the hideousness. Reasonable probable also with hallmark hideousness. For the reasonable probable also additional descriptions of the massacr and Nazi brigade. There's monolithic group, reasonable probable Nazism entities, the reasonable probable of Nazis, or also for reasonable probable, also for reasonable probable, also reasonable probable, for reason therefore after, also for reasonable probable, or